please you use the last video to understand the basic knowledge about the Excel cells. And we continue to make some more the demos through this book because we talk about the range, talk about the column, row, and using the column letter or column index or row to identify the position of the cell. And within the worksheet object, there's all have another two property we called. One property is rows, another is columns. Using these two property, you can access all the column and all the rows. So those are column and rows are the object for cell. And we also have our worksheet dot value. Values, not the cell dot value, the single value. This is values. The property can access all the values. But be aware is all of them are the generator. So we need to use this iteration way to traverse to get the value retrieved. So let's practice this using our test table. So I copy this, and then it's still the 4.46. So let's create a new 4644. So the WS properties to cell.py. So we load our test Excel and make the worksheet active. So that's the initial. And then we print type. This we did already type WS, WB, that is the workbook. But WS dot rows. Let's see what's this type. So this type you can see here is a generator indeed. So so we need to use the this traverse way to look at all the values within these rows. So we put this 4 cells in WS rows. Cells is a tuple. So then we print cells. So we don't need this one anymore. So comment that. So let's create. So all the cells is here. So you can every cells of value or is one row. So A1, B1, C1 until T1, and the second tuple is A2 is the second row. So that is the. Then you can traverse all the cells and also print WS columns. So that is the, let me comment this. Generator object work. That is the generator. So the type is we already know. So let's comment that. Then we go to is for cells in WS columns. Print cells. Then every tuple is starting as the column. So A1, A2. So compared to dot rows is A1, B1. So that is the different. So let's comment that. And then we see the value. Because now we just retrieve the object. So we see the print type. So actually here is the type. And type WS values. It's also our generator. So then same is for cells in WS values. So you can see here, if we want to print value, so let's print. So row is tuple. So row in values. Let's see. So rows, what we can print. So it's the same as we print this value per row. So 1, 4, 9. So 4 is the 2 times 2. So that's the B1. And then this we want to make the value. I don't want that be our tuple. So value in rows. Then now it's not print row, it's print value. See what we got. Now we got our list of the value. You can see from here. So every value has our separate lines. So this is the way is we now retrieve from our table through this two-dimension tuple. Then we retrieve our value. So through this, now you can print, get all the values if you want. And then we can do some more things to make the calculation because now I have the 20 rows, 20 columns. If I want to make some summary or make some average, so the sample from the author, they just try to make the average to the maximum and the minimum temperature. Let's also use this way to make deal with our test table. So let's try. So first is create a new file. Calculate sum and average. So we have our file load. So column. So let's see. So columns equal to WS is the, let's remember, well, we have our get num, we have this column letter index. I have 20, so we can use this as our calculator. So the 20, let me save. Okay, is T. So I just try this from A to T. So which means I want all the columns to be calculated. Then this the column is the we need to create this column is as our the every column is a tuple. So we will need to create this column A is columns zero. That's the first tuple. So let's just maybe just use save our time. Column B is columns 1. Column C is equal to columns 2. So now we got our tuple. So let's print column A. And see A is A1 to A20. So that is correct. So we got our columns. Now let's do the this traverse and do some calculation for I in range len column F. Column F is our column C. So let's do this if because every column has the same the range, so we just use any one is the same. So len column, I can use column A, it's the same. So if we don't have the title or the title line, the header line, so we don't need this check this whether it's a 0. So we just have this average. So, but remember here, our index is t. So we need to have a t. This next column will be u. So let's make our column let's see here. So we go to I think it's T S T U. So maybe we use the last two columns. So it's S T. S and T is my last two columns, and I use this column U to simulate like author to do the calculation. So it's I dot value equal to column S I, number I, index value plus column T I dot value, and then divided by 2. So now after this, let me try to print column U before I save. So let me print column A. So here, so I use this as the column T. So now I got this U1 to U2. So that is, let's look at our data. This is our test data. So I have this T, I have this S. Once I saved, what we have done is I'm calculating these two columns value per row. So there should be another new value here. So let's do save. wb.save. I save to another file. So test result.xlsx. Let's run that. Okay, you can see here we have another file generated. And this file, I suppose now we have this one. So let's do this average, these two. So you can see the result is the same. So if I just reconcile, so through our Python, it's easier than we did this calculation, and they can do this retrieve that as the value, and then to make that. And when you may remember, notice here they also get some the warnings if you do this directly in Excel, because we haven't explicitly mentioned this as our number. So this can be the general, the value, and you do the average, the Excel will pop up some warning. But if I do this in Python already did some value converting, the type convert, and make this treat it as a value and do the average and put that inside into the new column. So in Python, for doing such kind of calculation is more powerful. Similar, if you use the sample file from author, then you can calculate that the temperature. But what I have done here is show you the similar way, but we already also do the this calculation. And then the next sample I will skip, and you can read the book if you got this book. And I hope it's through this sample you already know how to calculate the different range and make this kind of the cells calculated and put that in our result column or rows. And finally, don't forget about to save that into our new file. So I put this in common so that if you just run the file, it can show you the value here in the result on the terminal, but it's not just saved into your disk. But if you want to have this Excel file generated, make this uncommon. So that's it for this 6.4. And the next one, 6.5, we will try to do some more operations on the cell, including the merge, delete, and the insert, and also move, similarly like what we did in 6.3 according for the worksheets. See you then. Bye for now.